we get conditioned to toxins. And when you get rid of, I mean, I'm going to admit something horrible that I used to do, but I used to drink those Monster energy drinks. You know, one day I realized that was the Hebrew for 666. I decided I'm not drinking those anymore, you know. But when I stopped doing it, then one time I backslid and I was just dying of thirst. It was a hot day and it just sounded really good. It tasted like chemical. It all tasted like horrible chemicals. I realized I'd been drinking that, you know, one a day probably for years, and it just, wow. You know, so that's our problem. Is we accustom as we get older. We accustom. Your kids are not. They're still, you know, have virginal taste buds. They're not chemically saturated like we are. So it takes a while to get this out of your system, I think.